Alright, so I wanted to do a quick video review of the DonFron show stock trading mentorship group, because I realized that he has some reviews on the WeTradeHQ.com page where you can access the mentorship group, but I don't know how many people are actually going to find those reviews and really read through them. So I just wanted to do a quick review, kind of put this out there, giving my opinion of the mentorship group so far. I've been in the group since day one, really. I mean, before the group officially opened, I was actually in it. When he announced that he was going to be doing this group, I was like, well, I want in. It makes sense for me to go ahead and invest in this, because I know that if I want to learn to trade stocks successfully, I'm going to need somebody to teach me. I really liked Don's materials that were accessible for free on YouTube, and so I decided that investing in the mentorship group was going to be something smart to do. So I've been in it since day one. I've only been trading since January, so 6 months now. Not even 6 months. It's just under 6 months that I've been trading. And I would say that basically everything that I know about trading, other than like the bare basics of, what is a chart, everything that I know about trading is because of Don's group. I was in LPP for a little bit, didn't spend much time there. So that's my background. That's where I'm coming from. So I wanted to give my impressions of the Discord chat, because that's a major component of everything that goes on, and then the actual mentoring that goes on. And I'll try to keep this short. The Discord chat, the paid Discord chat, or when you pay to be in the mentorship group, you get access to the Discord chat. I don't actually know how many people are in it, but there's a lot of people in there that actually know what they're doing. There are people that have followed Don for a long time now. I mean, like, for way longer than I've ever known about Don, that's for sure. They've followed Don for a long time now, and they are successful at trading. They know what they're doing. They started implementing some of Don's stuff into their own strategies, and it started working out really well for them. There's knowledgeable, well-educated, experienced traders within the chat. And so it's a really good place to hang out no matter what your skill level is. If you know a lot about trading, then it's a good way to just learn more, because, I mean, Don's really good at trading. And if you know nothing about trading, it's a great place to get started. The price point is $50 a month for the mentorship group. I personally think that's fair. Of course, over time, it's going to add up. That's like $600 a year that you will pay to be a part of the course. I think it makes a lot of sense to say, hey, $600 a year, and if this is a skill set that you're able to learn successfully, which is obviously why you're taking classes in the first place. I'm sorry, the lighting just got horrible in that. Wow. There we go. If you are able to be successful at this, then, $600 a year makes a lot of sense. It's much cheaper than college tuition, and it pays much better than at least what my college degree does. So it makes sense to me, and also it just kind of weeds out the people that are looking for handouts and looking for just like stock call-outs and buy now and sell now and that kind of a thing. Don, from what I've seen, it never really goes in and says, oh yeah, by the way, everybody, you should buy right here and sell right here. Like, I don't think he's legally allowed to do that, but he doesn't do that anyways. He's not giving, ticker, or he's not giving, what are they called, sell signals or trade signals or anything like that. He's teaching people how to trade. As far as what Don teaches, it's basically the same stuff. Ooh, hello, traffic. It's basically the same stuff that you get for free on YouTube from him. So if you've seen his free YouTube stuff and you like the YouTube stuff, then it makes sense to go ahead and jump in the course, because it's a lot of that same stuff, but it's more frequent and I think more in depth too. The live streams that he does basically involves breaking down the main ETFs that everybody trades. So he goes through and breaks down the dollar index, gold, natural gas, oil, LABD, LABU, gush, drip, and I think there's another one that I'm forgetting. No, that should be it. Pretty sure that's it. And then there's a ticker call out section that gets opened up right before the live stream, so people can call out tickers that they want Don to break down. And when I first joined the group, I was kind of like, we go live every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go live every night at 9. And I was like, man, this is just a lot of the same thing. It's just a lot of, here, I'm going to take this chart, I'm going to draw zones on it, and this is how I would play this zone. And for a while, I was like, this is really repetitive. Like, I kind of want more. Like, what more is there to this? And then you realize that's what Don's trading strategy is. It's extremely repetitive. It's things bounce out of zones, and there you go. Like, there's more to it than that. Obviously, he talks about the emotional aspect of trading and things like that. But Don's overall strategy is extremely repetitive. And so it at first I was like, this is kind of a waste of time. It felt like, I'm paying money just to have a guy draw lines on a chart. And then you realize that's Don's whole strategy. So it's not super fancy or anything. There's no big hidden secret, and Don never really hypes anything up. When he teaches trading, he's not like the guys that you see on YouTube that are like, oh man, this strategy is gonna make your account double in size and blah 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 blah. There's none of that. It's just kind of like, hey guys, I'm gonna draw lines on this chart, and here's how I would play those lines. Or draw zones, I should say. The zones involve 2 lines, so you know what I mean. It's not super complicated. It's really just learning price action. And I have to say that for as repetitive as I thought it was at first, this stuff works. Like I said, I've only been trading for 6 months, and for the longest time, I wasn't making any money. I made the joke the other night in the live stream that my account is basically channeling down. You just have these highs and these lows, and then a lower high and then a lower low, and it just kind of keeps going down over time. I have wins and losses, and I'm typically losing more than I win. And what I was doing was I was implementing Don's zones, or at least doing my best to learn how to draw my own zones. And then, my gosh, the lighting in this thing is so weird. I was learning how to draw zones to the best of my ability, and just trying to find a new ticker every day to kind of play. And then what ended up happening actually was the market went south. I guess it was about a month ago now. I don't even know when it was. We kind of hit a period. If you looked at, that's the other one that he breaks down. He breaks down TQQQ and SQQQ. So NASDAQ 100 USD or NAS 100 USD on TradingView. There was a section where it kind of hit, like, it was a peak, and then it would bottom out, and then a peak, bottom out, peak, and then it just fell down overnight, right when the kind of trade wars started with China, I think. And the market has, it's kind of recovered since then, but we're still all kind of bearish on it right now. Or at least Don's bearish, and so, that's good enough for me. His logic makes sense, and looking at the candles, I can't disagree with him. Not that I would have any experience to say I disagree with him at all anyways. So, but the market kind of went south, and that made it harder for me to trade regular tickers, because stocks all just kind of started downtrending, and I was like, well, it's really hard to make money on something that's downtrending. Like, you could try to catch a falling knife, but I'm not experienced enough at that. My zones aren't precise enough to be able to do that, so it didn't make sense to try to trade with that kind of a strategy. So what I ended up doing was going and trading the ETFs that everybody's trading. So trading oil, trading gas, trading the market, the Qs. I wasn't trading them before because I didn't like the way ETFs moved. I felt like there was too much volatility. I didn't understand them, and so I stayed away from them. And the weirdest thing happened where after, is it 3 months now that this mentorship group has been a thing? After 3 months of watching Don break these things down every single day and just talking about his zones and how these things work, I found that I was able to trade them pretty successfully. And so I went from being, I think my whole account was at like negative 5% or something like that. And then I started trading the ETFs, and I'm up by 2% now or something like that. So like I'm not a profitable trader. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how much money I'm making. Oh, there's a detour. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how much money I'm making trading Don's system. I should say that the success I have is because of everything that he teaches. But I'm still learning. So don't look at me and be like, oh, you know what you're talking about. Like, no, I don't. Go follow Don's stuff. I'm still learning. Really, 6 months in, I barely know anything, guys. So, but my point is, watching him break these things down all the time made that dramatic change in my trading, where like today, I took a loss on oil, but I did well on natural gas. I ended up 1% for the day, and I'm actually still in a SQQQ position. It's hopefully going to be a multi-day swing, and the market's just going to crash, and I'm going to make a bunch of money, which is a horrible thing to say. I don't want the market to crash, but I do want that position to win. So like I'm having green trades now because I've watched him break these things down. He breaks them down Sunday through Thursday. Is every Sunday through Thursday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the live stream, and so it started making sense to me. And it's the weirdest thing looking at the charts now and being like, yeah, I can kind of make sense of this. Like, it's not fully there yet. It hasn't fully clicked yet, but it's starting to. And that's 3 months into this mentorship group. So I hope 3 months from now, my trading is twice as good as what it is right now. Like, that would be awesome. So that's where I'm at. That's my overall impression of the mentorship group. The other thing that I want to throw in that I would feel like I am not fairly representing. I hope I'm supposed to go on this road. I don't think I was supposed to turn here. Okay. I would not be fairly representing the mentorship group if I did not talk about Don's rants. We call it ranting. It's really just more personalized teaching. So normally he's breaking down tickers, and that's all good and wonderful. But then there's these occasions where he's just kind of like, I'm not calling anybody stupid, but some of you guys make really stupid decisions. And those rants, honestly, are they're worth the fee of the mentorship group right there. Because obviously a huge part of trading is the emotional part of trading. And for me, that was the hardest part to learn. Like, how do you learn to be more patient when you're trying to do a swing trade, but then it looks like it's going to pull back, and like I'm still learning that kind of thing. Like, patience is so difficult for me, and you need it for trading. How do you learn not to be emotional in a trade? How do you learn to, be in control of yourself? Because you certainly can't control the markets. Don's rants are, crucial for my success in that area. The other, the other thing that has revolutionized my trading, and I truly do mean revolutionize my trading, the two most important things Don has ever taught me, other than, the zones and how they work, the one thing is his free video on YouTube, the 1% stop loss done the right way. Every single trade I ever take follows those rules to a T. Like, and talk to just about anybody in the group, and that's how we're all trading. That video is like a game changer if you don't know how to manage your risk properly. The next thing that he talked about one day was I asked a question in the live stream. I said, hey, like, if you're under PDT, does it change the way that you trade? Because you're like, oh, I want to bump my stop to break even so I don't actually lose a trade, I just break even, but I don't want to take a day trade on it, and da-da-da-da-da. And Don went off on a rant at that point and was like, the market doesn't care about your feelings. No matter, oh man, this lighting, I'm sorry, this camera does not like this. The market doesn't care about your feelings. So those charts, those candles, they're going to do what they're going to do, and you're not going to have any say or any influence or anything over it anyways. And so, you know, if it's looking like you're in a spot where you need to bump your stop to break even, it doesn't matter if you're under PDT or not. You need to be following the rules of trading, because that's what's going to make you profitable in the long run. And the thing that Don just talked about, oh, kitty, no. The thing that Don talked about last night in the live stream was when he went full-time trading, his account was only $10,000. He was still under PDT, and it never mattered because he wasn't taking day trades anyways. He was swing trading everything. And I mean, now he does more intraday trading from what I understand, but he still does plenty of swing trades. So, you know, that whole lesson right there, and learning the lesson that the markets don't care about your feelings, like, to me, that was a game changer. That was revolutionary. Learning how to do a stop loss correctly, learning that the markets do not care about you, and therefore you need to protect yourself and protect your own position, protect your profits, you know, prevent losses, manage your risk, and all that kind of stuff. It has helped me so much. So that's my overall impression of Don's group. Some of the things that I've learned, the Discord chat is a lot of fun. I wish I could be in it more often, but like, I'm in it like maybe once every other day. Like, I don't have time to be on Discord because I don't work at a desk most of the time. So yeah, I mean, if you're on the fence and thinking about the mentorship group, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. $50 a month, and like I said, in about 3 months it has revolutionized my trading. I have learned so much. I've only been trading for 6 months. I'm in the green now, guys. Like, I hope it stays that way, but there you have it. I honestly do feel like it's totally worth the money, and I can't wait for the day that, you know, the lessons that I've learned in this group basically just pay for themselves with all the money that I'm making from stocks. That's my end goal. So there's my impressions. I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to ask questions in the comments or something. Hit me up on Discord if you're on there. I would love to talk to you and all that fun stuff. Love to answer any questions you may have about the group. So thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tolerating my driving. And I'm not going to pull out in front of that car. Have a great day.